This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto on the Digital Sportscentre presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar. And crazy to believe that the trade deadline was just a week ago, because it feels like months these days. And some of the moves have already seemed to work out better than others. You know what that means. Time for a way too soon reveal of the winners of the deadline. First up, let's start with the biggest name, and that was Mikko Rantanen. After being dealt to Carolina in January, they flipped him to Dallas when extension talks broke down. And so far, this one has worked out great for the Stars, as he has once again found his scoring touch. As in just 2 games in Dallas, he's already scored as many goals as he did in 13 games in Carolina. And perhaps more importantly, with him now on the Stars roster, they now have the second best odds to win the Cup on FanDuel, with how well Rantanen has played so far. And the fact that he's locked up for the next 8 years, through a week, this one's aged pretty well for Dallas. Next, we get a team that made 2 pretty major trades, but neither has really returned on their investment. And that team is the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Leafs made multiple moves on deadline day, but the 2 biggest acquisitions were Scott Laughton and Brandon Carlo. It was not cheap to bring those 2 in, as the cost was 2 firsts and Fraser Minten. And through 3 games, neither Laughton nor Carlo has registered a point. But it's also worth noting that the Leafs have dropped 2 of those 3 games, which definitely hurt them in the tight standings race in the Atlantic, as they're now 4 points behind Florida and just 2 up on Tampa. But let's be real, these moves are made for the playoffs, buddy. It's kind of harsh to judge them a week in. Yes, I'm making excuses for my team, as I should. Last but not least, we're heading to the nation's capital, because that's where the hottest team in the NHL resides, the Ottawa Senators. The Sens are on a 5-game heater, which has been helped by the newest addition, Dylan Cousins. Look away, Sabres fans, because this guy's got a point in all 4 of his games as a Senator. And looking at the FanDuel odds, it seems like Ottawa is a lock to break that 7-year drought in the playoffs. So even though it's tough to see Josh Norris go, Sens fans should be ecstatic the way Cousins has looked so far. And like, it's been so long, let's see Leafs Sens battle it out, no? To the NFL, and oh man, did we get to see some drama out of Dallas yesterday. It started with DeMarcus Lawrence signing with the Seahawks, a 3-year deal for $42 million. And he was asked by the Seahawks site Hawk Blogger about leaving Dallas.
You know, Dallas is my home. I made my home there. You know, my family lives there. You know, I'm forever going to be there. But, you know, I know for sure I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there. So, yeah. We here.
We here.
I guess we always ask for honesty. That was real. Well, it wasn't over there, as former teammate Micah Parsons quote tweeted the clip saying, "This what rejection and envy look like. This some clown followed up with a clown emoji. We love those." See, like, I want to get off Twitter because it's a dumpster fire, but I can't for stuff like this. You know, the stuff that adds the dumpster fire in a non-anxiety inducing way. And the drama wasn't done there, as Lawrence responded, "Calling me a clown won't change the fact that I told the truth. Maybe if you spend less time tweeting and more time winning, I wouldn't have left." I love when the girls are fighting, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so tasty. And it wouldn't be a dysfunctional Cowboy story without Stephen A. laughing about it on First Take.
What did the man say, Jay? He said, quote, "Wasn't like we gonna win a Super Bowl anyway in Dallas." So
Like that.
you can look at the statement, right? And you can say that, damn, he's throwing shade on the Cowboys. I take it a little bit differently. I take it as a member of the Dallas Cowboys, being in a Dallas Cowboy uniform, having his family in Dallas, having his friends in Dallas, wearing that Dallas Cowboy star in his helmet, playing at the $1 billion playpen known as Jerry World, knowing every single Sunday they ain't have a chance to win. You can't make this up.
We do love when he's laughing about the Cowboys, no? Now, Jim Bear Guy, Tim Harani, and Tim, we are back. F1 season is here.
Hey, Marissa, F1 is back. All is right in the world, or my world, or whatever you want to call it. But F1 is back, and that's all that matters.
Our world, Tim. Our world. You know me, and that means we gotta start with Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton is in. So what exactly are the expectations for him and Ferrari this year?
Yeah, the goal for Lewis has to be winning that 8th World Championship this year. I mean, the car looks strong. They looked really great in Bahrain testing. They looked really good in Free Practice 1. And in Free Practice 2, Charles Leclerc led the way in Free Practice 2. I think for Lewis, it just comes down to learning the car, but also learning the intricacies with the steering wheel as well. So that's going to hold him back a little bit. It is going to take a few races for him to really feel comfortable in this new Ferrari car. But, however, the goal has to be winning that title.
Yes, of course. I love that he's giving him grace already. Give him a few races. He's got this. When looking at the odds on FanDuel, we were shocked to see Max at plus 340 for the championship, with Lando as the favorite at plus 150. Is the Max and Red Bull era finally over?
I would say FanDuel's got it right with those odds. I mean, Verstappen did not look good in Bahrain testing. They didn't look good in free practice 1 and free practice 2. They have arrived to Australia with a pretty big modification to their car, and it just doesn't really seem like it is working at this moment. And Lando Norris, I mean, he left off at the end of 2024 on a high, and he does look really good this year as well so far. I mean, I would say also Oscar Piastri would be one of those drivers to maybe take a look at putting some money on at the same time.
Tim Mulroney, a pleasure as always. So happy to have you back. We can't wait to watch the race this weekend.
All right, thanks again for having me, Marissa, and thanks to producer Chris as well.
Oh, yay. I'm so happy. We've got another shout out for Christopher Hine. You can watch the Australian Grand Prix late Saturday on TSN. It all starts at 11:55 Eastern, 8:55 Pacific. Midnight Sports Saturday? Like, hello? We are in our sports era. Let's go. Time now for my favorite segment and yours, that we love sports today.
Why we love sports today.
And this segment loves two things: kids playing sports, sometimes getting hurt, and ODRs. So in the words of one of the greatest advertisements of my lifetime,
¿Por qué no los dos?
I wasn't sure what you were setting me up for there, okay? Kid is ready with the one-timer, but let's see him try with the defender, okay? You got no defense out there, kid. I'm just kidding. He's adorable. You know I gotta hate on kids just a little. It's part of my shtick. And now for perhaps the greatest video in the history of videos. And I don't really think I'm being over the top, because this is dogs jumping rope with dogs controlling the rope.
You heard all the rules. You were looking up at this.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Right? The dog was on top of its handler. I don't know what was going on.
The dog was on top.
She was like balancing. I'm not going to let any animal jump on top of my back like that.
Okay, well, to be fair, like, they're not a human still on the other side doing most of the controlling, but that's okay. I can't double dutch. These dogs are showing me up. It's been so long. I don't even know what to do with my hands. What do we even do?
What do you mean?
You want to see my plants? They're dead. This promo time is leading into a BarDown segment.
If you're looking for a betting favorite, it's us right now.
Put Eric's face here and let me just... promo time. You know it's a big deal when promo time is back, and this one really is a big deal. As the BarDown team has just started their playoff run, and you can watch it all unfold in their newest series, Road to Glory. Game 1 was filled with plenty of drama, like, would Pac even show up?
I'm not changing up my routine. One game's at 7:15, one game's at 8:15. The rinks are 15 minutes apart from each other. I will play my first game, finish the game, and drive 15 minutes to the next rink. I don't understand how that is an issue.
What are we doing here, Pac? Show up for us!
I put a jellyfish beside his name in my phone for a reason. Guy's spineless.
I don't know, it's hard for me to chirp Pac though, because he's just such a nice guy, and he has the voice of an angel. And who knew there was so much infighting from a team that went 18-4-1 in the regular season?
The ongoing beef between Cam and Jesse is hilarious.
Every time you poke the puck forward and just try to take the puck, split their D, and then you lose it, they're blue line.
You can tell that this guy's been a defense his whole life.
Cam! Cam's a skilled player, skates with his head down the offensive zone, doesn't pass. I'll be yelling his name literally as loud as I can. Just at the side post, he just won't give me the rock. Cam! Get your head up, dish me the rock, let me do my magic.
Yeah!
Dish me the rock, you dish me the rock, and I will score.
I don't get it. Like, who wouldn't fight with Jesse? Like, why is this a big deal? Everyone should fight with Jesse. To watch the full video, go to BarDown YouTube page. Or if you're watching us right now on Insta, just click the link below. The next episode of the series will drop on Wednesday on BarDown's YouTube channel. And honestly, this series has been so much fun to watch. Not just this series, but so many others that BarDown has been putting out lately. These boys are on fire. Now joined by our guy Jesse Pollock once again from Italia. Now Jesse, your buongiorno earlier this week
Buongiorno, sir.
had the whole office buzzing because you just said it so poorly. So please, give us another Italian phrase today.
Hey, Risser. I'm just kind of confused as to what all the talk was about. Isn't buongiorno a very normal thing to say? The only other word that I really know how to say is mortadella. I think it's a meat, but so mortadella.
Yeah, okay, well, he's saying buongiorno, right? So I guess you sorted that out. But Yeah, mortadella is something you already know from just living in Canada and being around Italian Canadians. Anyway, moving on, I thought you could do better than that. You've seen a lot of events so far, so what's next on the list that you can't wait to watch?
So I've gone to see almost every sport out here except for figure skating, and I'm actually right outside the venue for figure skating. Literally, once I'm done this hit, I'm going in there and I'm gonna see what's going on. I've heard Canada's got some great skaters, so really excited to cheer them on, but every sport has been fantastic to watch out here.
I absolutely love that you're getting to see all of it and cheering our athletes on. I'm just so proud of them and proud of you. You've been at the Special Olympic World Winter Games for a week now, and it all wraps up on Sunday with the closing ceremony. How inspirational of a week has it been for you?
It's been incredibly inspirational. I mean, we're seeing the athletes put everything on the line in every event. If you look, even just today, Jonathan Henry hit his chin on the ice. He actually had to get this cleaned up a little, needed some medical attention, gets back out on the ice, wins a bronze for Canada. I mean, you just love to see it. These games mean so much to the athletes, and they're putting everything on the line here. It's been great.
I know, I saw that clip earlier today. I was so happy he was okay. Jesse Pollock, a pleasure as always. We will see you next week when you're back in Canada.
Thanks, Riss. And as you can see, pretty bad zapper on my face right now.
It's always something with this guy. Thanks again, Jess. That's it for me today. We'll see you back here Monday. Arrivederci.